Hello, welcome back. In today's video I will guide you about how can you generate a perfect highlight for your cricket match. Many times when you're watching the highlights, you realize that highlights are not perfected, or maybe a particular clip is not perfected. You can edit the highlights on CrickPro app, and that's a good news for you, because now even after you have completed the match and you have generated the match by clicking on the action button, some of the players highlights are not perfect, or maybe the particular match highlight is not perfect. In that case, I have realized one of the instances here where I see the highlights are not very perfect. That has many causes and reasons. One reason could be is that sometimes YouTube has some timing lags. Maybe timing lags could be 1 minute or maybe 30 seconds, and that can contribute to your highlights not being perfectly generated. Or maybe sometimes due to the resource shortages or power cuts or something, YouTube video has some sort of lag, and that could result into the inaccurate highlights. I've seen many highlights are accurate till certain points, and after a point that highlight is not accurate. Here in this instance, what you have to do is you have to click on the action on the right top corner. When you click on it and just close it, you will realize there is an edit button on the bottom corner here. I will just click on it. Here you will see the edit screen for highlights, and all the clips for the highlights are now generated. So you can click on any particular clip to start editing it, and that editing is very straightforward and very simple. So when I click on this link, it will start playing the video. So what I can do is I will have to just to find out what's the correct ball here. So I will go to jump to that 0.2, and there was a wicket. So when I click on a specific link and a specific clip, it was 0.2. Okay, now when I started the video, I see the video started from beginning. To reset the clip, I can just switch between the clips. So now I see that's the right one. Now I want to go to ball number 0.2. I see currently it's balling at 0.1, so that's not the correct clip. So I can move back and forward, and I see probably the ball was balled. Okay, so I will stop here and close the full screen and set new start. It will basically play a clip for me. That's a new clip for the highlight. So it looks like, yes, that's the right one. Okay, and yep, looks like it. So that's a 13 second of clips, and that's perfect. Now if I'll look at the below details, I see 13 seconds ahead, means this highlight was 13 seconds behind, and that could be the video lag. Now I can apply to all the following balls, because if let's say your highlight is having the consistently wrong timings, in that case you can use this feature, or maybe you can try this out. Here it gives you the warning that this feature only if your video clips has a drift, means your video, all the following video clips has a drift. You notice that all the video clips has 13-14 seconds gap. You can click OK, and just to check, right now you're not applying. So now I'll play the next clip and I will see. Okay, looks like it's a correct. Yeah, it's the next wicket. That highlight is fine. I can click on next, and if I want to change the anything here, I can click on it, and I see there is again another one that looks fine to me. And there is one more wicket here. I see here it says out, but it doesn't look like it's out. Maybe it's due to the ball input was wrong here. So in case of ball input, don't use an option where you apply all. You just apply for that specific ball, because see here it should be a little bit more behind. So here I will stop. I'll make it full screen. I will probably start highlight at this point. So I will set this as a new start, and I will see the new clip here for this specific, and yes, it looks like fine to me. So that's cool. this specific clip is good. So Smith to, okay, maybe it was this ball. Which ball was that? Probably I missed the ball. Yeah. Okay, so here I go. So that's a new, okay, that's a new, that was the ball. Now the following ball I see that says probably this ball has a drift as well. I see it's not the accurate one as it should be. So what I'll do is I'll just wait for probably the right moment. Yeah, so it's okay, so it looks like he was out on this specific ball as well, and that's the highlight was played by the production team. So I can do, what I can do is I can go back to the right moment when actually it happened, or I can play the highlight. So I will start here and I can play this specific highlight. Okay, I think that's the right time. Okay, so I will start, I'll again pause when there is a right time, when bowler starts. Okay, I pause here and set new start, and that will generate the clip. Okay, yep, it looks like that's perfect. And then I'll go to the next one, which is here. This looks like fine to me from the first look of it. Okay, yeah, that's a wonderful boundary. So that's a fine. I don't need to change anything there. Now this one probably again a wicket, but it's not correctly record. It looks like the input time is wrong here. The scorer has recorded the wicket very late probably. So what I can do, I can go back, I can see, I think that's the right time to start. Okay, yep, here I will stop and set new start, and that will generate the clip for me again. Okay, and yep, that's a good catch. So that's again a good one. And okay, this looks like fine to me. Yeah, it should be a fine one, because when bowler is starting at its crease, usually it's a good clip. And then next one, it looks fine too. I can go through every clip here and look for the clip which has a drift, and I can fix them one by one. Yeah, it looks fine. Yep, usually when bowler is starting, when your clip begins, it's a good clip. Just give you a hint. Yeah, it's a good clip. You can always change it if you have to, because here it's not good, because I see the fielder straight away. So I will pause it, I will full screen it, I will go back, because I'm sure there was a catch happened and this wasn't recorded perfectly. Again, the wicket input wasn't okay. I will stop here and set new start, so that will replace the highlight. Okay, yep. Okay, so that's a good one. I'll go next. So this looks to be fine, because when I started, the bowler was taking its bowler was beginning its run up, so it's a good one as usual. Here it's good too. I'll go to here, it's good. You can still change it if you have to, but I don't think so any change is required here. I see out is again here. Okay, so that clip looks fine to me again. Yep, that's perfect. Again, that's a wicket. Again, that's a wicket. Wonderful catch. And I see there is some event happen here, and looks like it was a wicket and it wasn't recorded perfectly. And I see the replay is being played. So sometimes that's what happens when you are having the replay being played at the same time you are recording the score. Your score recording is not perfectly accurate, and that's why this highlight generation usually you see there will be an issue. So I will go and I will let it play until it's good. Yeah, I will stop here and set new start. That will generate the link. Yep, that's a good one. Okay, now there is a new inning starting 3.2. That will be the next inning. I see straight away it doesn't, it looks like still there is no wicket recorded at this point, and then the highlight was not correct. So now wicket kicks in. So I'll have to go again, follow the same proceedings. Okay, it looks like here it's fine, and set a new start. Maybe it's the next ball, not the same ball. Oops, what, there is no wicket. Maybe the next ball. Is there a wicket on next ball? Yeah, it was next ball. So I will stop the bowler when he starts his run up. Okay, I will stop here and set new start. That will replace the existing clip. Okay, yeah, that's the perfect highlight. Okay, that's the perfect clip. Then move on to the again. It is a little bit not accurate, so I'll probably, yep, this is the new start time. Yep, perfect, done. I see a lot of drift in this particular video. It's due to the scorer is probably not. So here I accidentally clicked on the track, and I can again switch back to see which one is correct. Okay, here I see. So I see that it's due to sometimes the internet, or sometimes it's scorer, or it can be the different causes. You can't blame one single source for this delays. So right now I'll again set operations, set new start, and I see the new generated clip looks fine, and there'll be catch taken. Okay, so it's fine. So I'll go to next. It looks fine. Okay, it's a boundary, good one. Okay, next. Looks good. So whenever there is a good input, usually it's fine, unless there is a lag in video, as you can see here in this example. So hardly it takes 5 to 10 minutes to realize those drifts and fix it, even in this kind of severe case, because I consider this as a severe case where you have so many balls to be adjusted. Usually you have 3-4 clips to be adjusted, or maybe one clip and just apply to all the 10 seconds drift to all, and that solves your issue. But in many times it doesn't, right? So here it looks fine. I think this clips look fair. Yeah, if you want to have the less baller appearance in this, you can pause it here and just generate a new clip like we did it before. Usually I have seen that in this particular example, whenever there is a wicket, the highlight is not correct, and there were too many wickets in the first inning. So I see the reason why the highlights were not very accurate. With the 4 6s it's accurate, with the wicket it's not so accurate. So I see there are too many boundaries in the second innings, and almost everything looks fine. Even some of the wickets are good. So here three boundaries in a row, all three of them have generated the right one. Probably again here is the wicket, and again the same example, it wasn't very accurate. So I think it's due to the communication happening on the ground, who took the wicket or who caught the ball. I'm just guessing around here. So yeah, here I'll reset the clip. Okay, yeah, that's so it's unfair for the bowler who wants to enjoy their bowling. The wickets that they have taken, the moments for them, is somehow clipped out of the highlights, and that's why we don't want to ruin their experiences with the app. So we have given all that editing facility as well when it comes to highlights. I think that's the winning shot. And now I'm done with the highlights. What I can do is I can simply click on export. Highlights again generated perfectly. All right, if you want to just make sure if your highlights are, just go back to your tournament and come back to that 52 numbers match. Again, match number 52, 56, 55, 54, 53, and 52. So I'll play the highlights. You should be able to see that the highlights should be perfected, and it wouldn't have many issues like with the specific ball we had. So I will just quickly moving to the next ball when there was a problem, and you will see that these balls were quite fine. I think this ball had an issue which we rectified by editing the highlights, and I think this ball had an issue as well. It's now perfectly displayed. This was fine, and this ball had an issue as well. So you can now see that all of these highlights can be corrected, and in the future you will have an option to upload into your YouTube account. But for now, if you want to share it, just use the share icon here. Very shortly, within day or two, you will have the link generated to this to show this highlight to your friends and to share on the social media. But stay tuned meanwhile. With CrickPro, we'll have many exciting updates coming up. Thank you so much for watching the video.